Most Victorian ghost stories rely on rattling chains, drafty castles, and shadows in the hallway. Mary E. Braddon understood a much darker, far more intimate terror, the physical weight of our own regret. Welcome to the Dupin Files. Today we are opening the author dossier on Mary E. Braddon. We are stepping away from the main archive for just a few minutes to conduct an autopsy on an author's imagination. Because in the 1860s, Braddon bypassed the traditional haunted house and perfected the horror of the inescapable past. To understand Mary E. Braddon, you have to look past the velvet curtains of high society and into her own fiercely guarded personal life. She was the crowned queen of what the Victorians called sensation fiction. While traditional Gothic authors were still writing about distant castles, ancient family curses, or traditional phantoms, Braddon was writing about the drawing room. She brought the danger into the modern home. She knew that the most dangerous predators were often the people we promised to love. She knew this because she lived it. For years, Braddon navigated a scandalous, highly precarious private life, cohabiting with her married publisher while his legal wife was confined to an insane asylum. She knew firsthand the hypocrisy of Victorian respectability, the suffocating weight of social judgment, and exactly what it meant to harbor explosive secrets inside a seemingly quiet domestic sanctuary. When we are young, we believe we can outrun our mistakes. We make careless vows. We break promises assuming that time and distance will wash the slate clean. But as we mature, we learn the quiet, terrifying truth. The ledger of our lives is never truly erased. What makes Braddon's writing so deeply unsettling is her grasp of somatic horror. In her stories, guilt isn't just an abstract feeling. It is a physical illness. In our featured case file, The Cold Embrace, published in 1860, a fickle young man abandons his devoted cousin, driving her to suicide. But the horror of the story is not that he sees her ghost floating at the foot of his bed. The horror is that he feels her. Wherever he goes, he suddenly feels the freezing, heavy weight of her dead arms wrapping tightly around his neck. Braddon targets the nervous system. She transforms the Victorian ideal of pure, eternal romantic devotion into a suffocating, lethal trap. So, why does a Victorian author matter to us today? Because Mary E. Braddon diagnosed the somatic weight of guilt. Today, medical science tells us that the body keeps the score. We know that chronic psychological stress, unspoken guilt, and the burdens of our past literally break down our physical health. They manifest as tightness in the chest, shortness of breath, a sudden chill in the blood. Braddon predicted this long before modern psychology. She warns us that you can travel the world, you can hide behind your wealth and your status, but you can never escape your own conscience. The ghost in Braddon's work is the terrifying realization that the damage we do to others eventually, inevitably, takes root inside our own bodies. Braddon was a clinician of the human conscience. She knew that the most terrifying ghosts do not want to be seen, they want to be felt. If you want to experience the exact mechanics of Braddon's psychological traps, we have unsealed her work in the main archive. I highly recommend you listen to our full cinematic audio drama and the forensic analysis of her tragic story, The Cold Embrace, available right now on the Dupin Files. The link is in the case notes. Thank you for listening, and check the temperature of the room.